Hey guys, Chuck here, back in Planetbase. Now, when we were last here, we had dodged a major bullet on power, and it looks like we have that stabilized. But, and I say, but let's remove the tops. We're constantly running out of spares. Now, see what this trade ship has. Now we're going to take the metal and we're going to take the spares that he has, and that's what we're going to get from him right now. We're not going to get any of these patents or semiconductors. We'll maybe see if we can get that money from him as well. But I'll show you in a little bit what's got me so concerned. As soon as everything looks pretty good right now. And if we look at our grid, but you can see this thing needs repair. This item needs repair. That one needs repair. That one needs repair. That's 4 items for our power grid that need to be repaired. Now, let's look at our food growers. Okay, there's things fine there. Everything's fine there. But look down here. We got a lot of this stuff that is in bad repair. So we need spares, and lots of them, to get these food growing things in order, or people are going to start getting hungry and we'll start losing population. And the name of this game isn't to lose population, it's to gain. So that's where we are right now. We need more spares. So I have already asked for construction on a factory where we can put more spares workshops in there. And I built well, it's not been built yet, but we've asked for another mine to be built down here. So I probably should let just the metal that we have producing. I don't want to build too many new structures, but we need the mine because I've kind of neglected to think really through all the workflow here. Now, the mines, of course, are producing ore, which produce the metal, which go in here to make the spares to keep things operational. Now we've got there's another thing I think I need to build though, and that is another airlock down here. Because when guys come out here to fix this stuff here, or to build new ones eventually, maybe that airlock is going to allow them to be a little more efficient. Now watch this. They're going to repair stuff that's only showing yellow. It's not 100% out of commission yet. Now I understand the power grid's important, but this is a big but. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 things down here which need to be repaired, or our food production is going to take a nosedive if those things don't get fixed soon. So that's why I'm getting a little paranoid. But on the other hand, if they don't keep this up and running, then we're going to have power grid problems. Now currently we got 4 collectors and they're full. That will get us through the night. But if 3 or 4 of these items fail, we're going to start having power grid issues. And when there's power grid down, that creates oxygen flow problems as well. And we don't need that happening. So So we're really going to be, you know, I wish I had some money, but if you look at this, 10 metal is awful tempting, not just to buy a whole lot of them, even though we don't have enough money and we don't want to trade food. So we're going to part with our cash right now. And so we need a little bit more money, and we can trade some of this starch and there we go. That 10 metal should really set us in pretty good stead. We should get this built, okay, because it's only needing 2 more metal to build that. Then we're going to put 4 spares workshops in that building, which is going to take 4 more metal. But hopefully that'll allow us to start building more spares. Because I am getting slightly concerned about these food growers out here. All right, my microphone keeps like not holding its position, that the mount is loose or something. So where are we on this? Now that should get built. Now I'm getting really tired of seeing we've run out of spares. We run out of spares constantly. Now we got that airlock. So I'm hoping when the guys come out here to repair this stuff, they can just pop out that airlock and they don't have to run all the way around. And now the factory's been built. So let's go ahead. 4 spares workshops in there right away. Now after that, after those get done, I'm setting down more mines. Because I never see a surplus of ore. So that leads me to believe that you know, our metal makers, basically these guys here, the metal processors, are putting it out as fast as the ore can bring it. So let's look at that. Food stocks look good for now. But on the other hand, we still have a lot of, yeah, something just went, like the lettuce pad is in poor shape. So we need to really increase spares production. Now that's going to help our power grid. Those windstorms are always good for that. But you'd rather have one hit at night when the solar panels aren't doing their job. All right, one of those is going to get built. Yeah, what is that guy walking down there for? It's like, whoops, I'm in the wrong dome. Let me get out of here. So most of our food's in good shape. All those these tissue synthesizers down here are starting to show signs of needing repair. Let's check the trader. And he's got food. And he's got money. And we've got a lot of vegetables. So I think we're going to try to get that money. Whoops, I can't afford the robots. But I think I can afford... trying to figure out. I sold that gun and hoping that that doesn't come back to bite me later. So the armory has one gun in there. So that means we're okay for guns. Although somebody just took the gun out of there. I don't know where you're going with it. But hopefully we don't get attacked for a while. Now I've just noticed that this thing sitting out here, this other water tank, has not been getting built. And it's been sitting there forever. So yeah, there's quite a few things that I think they need to address for the next, you know, when the sequel comes out, Planetbase 2. And here's one of them. We got 2 items here. And they're kind of essential items. Power grid, power production items. Solar panel and a turbine. Now, they will take spares. You watch. This guy might come here and fix this one first. We'll see what he does. Yep, now that one wasn't completely broken down yet. So it doesn't seem like they prioritize like fixing the 2 items which are completely broken down and not producing anything. See, that's producing no power. That is producing no power. But they'll bring a spare and they'll come and fix one that's still functional. Now I think you need to be able, like if we can click this building and say we want to prioritize it, so that production is going to take priority. Well, you need to click something that's broken and say that's a priority. Fix that first before you go fixing stuff that isn't entirely broken down. But we have no control over that. If you look here, we can't. You click these, it just tells you you can disable it. So we could disable that, but we can't say, hey, we want this to be a priority, because it won't allow us to do that. So that's my little soapbox there for the developers. I think that the little computer controlled guys need to prioritize that better. We shouldn't have to tell them, hey, you know, go fix that thing that's completely out of commission first before taking a spare and fixing the thing that's only halfway gone. Now let's see what this fellow has for us. I'm going to take all that metal again. Now, what can I trade for that? Well, that will work. So hopefully the extra metal gets these built and that starts producing more spares. In the meantime, as soon as those get built, I'm dropping a couple more mines down to get built. Because I'm looking up here, we got 3 ore. Now 2, they'll have that made into metal in no time. So our supply of ore is never, hitting what the demand is. let's see. We just bought all that metal. Is that trade ship? Well, they're still moving stuff back and forth, so we're not going to have it yet. That was pretty darn close. I wonder what the guy sitting in that ship thought. Alright. Have we made it down here to fix these things yet? Nope. And we got more food items broken down. Alright. So now we got 4 spares and a lot of metal. And these other spares workshops are getting built. Another one's going to get built. And the other one's going to get built. Alright, now that's been built. We should be producing more spares now. Except we do need these 2 things to get fixed. And I kind of wonder whenever they're going to get out here. Power storage is critical, yet they don't want to fix the power generation items. It looks like they fixed a couple more of the food. So it's really kind of a toss-up. Do we need power or do we need food? We need both. So, does this guy have any spares for sale? No. Well, we might just trade for the money. We don't really have enough money to buy one of the patents, although that super extractor would be kind of nice. So we'll just take the money and the metal. See if we can afford both. 133. Quite a bit more going on here. Well, okay, that other water collector got built finally. I'd kind of almost forgotten about that. So we should be, let's check our grid. Should be good on water. Whoops, that's the charts. Grid. Alright, water is okay. Power is still lagging because we're not producing a lot because we have 2 items out of commission. But here comes a dude with a spare. Now maybe he's going down to fix the... Now see what I mentioned? That guy's fixing that one first. Now watch this guy fix like one of these. Instead of coming down, that guy's fixing that one. Alright, about time. So now everything is functioning again. we've got another spares workshop built, and they're actually using it. So hopefully that's going to get us ahead of the game on spares a little bit. At least keep everything in working order so nobody starves to death or runs out of air. And the next goal is to not just keep our head above water, but to start gaining ground. You know, move it ahead of the game a little bit. So with that, that's where we're going to call it a day for now. It doesn't seem like we accomplished much, but we did. We got our spares production increased a little bit, and hopefully that we have all the power grid functioning, that the next night cycle we hit, we're going to have enough power stored for that with the sun up now. So that's where we're going to sign off for now. So if you found this video at all entertaining and would like to like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that, and I will catch you on the next one.